Nieces and nieces, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. My name is SavingsFashionista, and we do mainly things fragrances over here in Nista's Nation. So today I want to share with you probably my second most favorite house in regards to fragrance as well as body care. This is a niche brand fragrance. I think that I have about 6 that are currently a part of my fragrance collection. I have experienced other items from this fragrance house. I've experienced some home fragrances such as candles, wood wick diffusers, some of their body care. So I've been into this probably just as long as I've been into Bond Number 9, and that's how I learned about the fragrance house, because my SA would share a lot of samples as well as gift sets with me. So I am favorable to this particular brand. So one of my supporters asked me to share and give a little input on other fragrances, if I have other fragrances from this particular line, and I was like, thank you. That's that would be some really great content. So the fragrance house that I want to talk about today is Jo Malone. Alright, so Jo Malone is a niche brand fragrance. It concentrates on home fragrances, body cologne fragrances, as well as body care. And this fragrance collection is for a unisex vibe. It's unisex. I noticed that this is one of the houses that people tend to gift to people a lot. I've seen it in person as well as I've seen it online. You know, people always have like these little pretty Jo Malone boxes and bags. So if you, I don't have a bag near me, but if you get it from the counter, it comes like in this very chic looking, it's like really ivory color and black. It's not white, it's more of like a very light canary yellow and black. So it's very chic, very chic. It stands out, very simplistic, very minimalistic, but it's very nice. So I do have quite a few fragrances from this collection that I would like to share with you. So let's just get right into the content. Alright, the first fragrance that I would like to share with you, and I am going to share these with you in order from least to greatest according to my liking, because some of them I like more than others, and that is to be expected when you have quite a few in your collection. So the first one that I want to share with you that I've kind of like put a dent in, this is the Lime Basil and Mandarin. So Jo Malone comes in 3 sizes. I want to say this is the 1 point fluid ounce. It comes in a 1.7 fluid ounce, and it comes in a 3.4. So I didn't want to show you the bottles because I didn't want to break the surprise or the suspense of what one may think that I like. Alright, so this is the 1 full ounce. This is the Lime Basil and Mandarin. The notes in Lime Basil and Mandarin are lime, mandarin, bergamot. The heart notes are basil, thyme, lilac, and iris. The base notes are vetiver and patchouli. Alright, I'm also going to share the scent Accords. The Accords are citrus, aromatic, fresh, spicy, green, woody, and herbal. And this is a unisex scent. When I first got this fragrance, you guys, I was head over heels for this because the citrus and that very spicy green note, it was really a vibe for me at the time that I got it. I haven't really been feeling that this summer, and it could be because I've never really worn it in the summertime opposed to like late, you know, like early fall, and I'm just not vibing with it. It's giving me a very masculine vibe, but I do know how to possibly sweeten it up, but I haven't really taken the time this summer to do that. And when I wore it, or when I was wearing it, I mainly would wear it with like a lime or lime coconut type of body care. So this is the lime basil and mandarin. If I had to say if this was more femme or masculine, I would definitely say that this is more masculine. I just think that this is a very clean, fresh, soft fragrance for a gentleman in the summertime. My husband doesn't wear it because for whatever reason, he's stuck in whatever time zone he's in, I guess in the 90s, and he's not really that into a lot of these niche brand fragrances that I am into. It's almost like a force feed thing with him, so it is what it is. But this is the lime basil and mandarin. The next fragrance is Orange Bitters. This was given to me in a gift set, and it is a small sample. This is a 0.3 full ounce, 9 mils. I don't even think they sell this, but it was given to me, and I have really been enjoying it. I have really been contemplating getting a full-size bottle. So let's talk about the fragrance notes in Orange Bitters. Orange bitter, amber, sandalwood, orange, mandarin orange, citrus, and dried plum. It's that dried plum at the end that is totally giving off a really great vibe. I've looked for orange bitters and I have not seen orange bitters. I've seen another type of orange. I can't remember. Orange blossom. But I think that orange bitters and orange blossom are totally different. So this is a unisex fragrance. I do think that it is more medium, you know, so it could go either way. I don't think that it's more of a female or more of a male. I just think putting the right body care or mixing it with the right mixture would, you know, take you in other trajectories. But it's really good, you guys. I really like it. Also, be mindful that Jo Malone prides their brand on being able to mix their fragrances. I don't know if it's something that they do in the lab to make sure things mix well, which really doesn't have to make sense because you can mix two totally different brands and come up with a very nice fragrance. But their fragrances, they mix very well. So the main accords in Orange Bitters are citrus, woody, amber, and fresh. Alright, so let's go to the next. Alright, so the next fragrance I would like to share, this would be fragrance. It's falling like in the middle because the way I have it set up, two fragrance hold the number 2 spot because I can't decide which one I like over the other. But this would be fragrance number 3. This is the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. My light is kind of taking over. This is the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. The fragrance notes in Wood Sage and Sea Salt are sea salt, sage, grapefruit, amberette, muskmallow, seaweed. The main accords are aromatic, salty, moraine, citrus, musky, herbal, soft, spicy, floral, and aquatic. I love Fragrantia. I think that's how you pronounce the name, because I can always go to Fragrantia and get what the accords are, because the accords, they really do channel my mindset into what I can pair with this to get a really good, you know, mixture as far as my body care items and my fragrance, or even if I wanted to mix another fragrance with it. But this right here is so good. I really like to mix this with the latest Watermelon Blast that came out at Bath and Body Works, as well as the Summer Melody. I do like to mix it with that because those are very, very sweet fragrances. And when I add this little Wood Sage and Sea Salt to the combination, to the cocktail, it just tops it off and makes it everything. And it makes it like a signature, you know, no one else is wearing. That's what I love about fragrances, because you can create your vibe, even if it's with candles, other home fragrances, but you can just really create your own vibe with fragrances once you start cocktailing and combining fragrances. So this is the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Alright, so the ones that are holding the number 2 spot, because I can't make my mind up. I really could make my mind up, but I think it's because one I wear at one time of the year, and the other one is more befitting to another season of the year. So let's talk about the one that's more befitting to this current season. All right, so this is Scarlet Poppy, and this bottle is absolutely gorgeous. This fragrance is so pretty. And I think what makes it even prettier, it has a nostalgia to it. It smells to me like, my grandmother used to put this stuff on her face, and apparently it works. I need to go try to find me some. But it was like, in the 90s, it was like in a pinkish like bottle with a black cap on it. I don't think, it wasn't as fancy as it was now. Oh, but it puts me in the mind of, I think it's called Oil of Olay. So I think it's made by like Olay, the company. You know, I do buy some of their soap sometimes, but it just gives me remnants of that. All right, so let's talk about the fragrance notes. The fragrance notes are amberette, muskmallow. The middle notes are orris, fig, and poppy. The base notes are tonka bean, heliotrope, and barley. Let's talk about the main accords. The main accords are powdery, vanilla, floral, sweet, iris, musky, fruity, amber, aromatic, and almond. And I tell you guys, I get every single accord that is in this fragrance. It's almost like it's magic. I don't think that there's many fragrances that I can tell you I can pick up every accord. It gives me that powdery. I get a hint of vanilla. It's floral. Sweet, iris, that musk is definitely there. It's fruity, it's amber, aromatic, and almond. This is a very beautiful fragrance, you guys, and I'm trying to hold on to it, but I'll probably just end up using it as I please and just get me a whole nother bottle. But this is the Scarlet Poppy, and this is one of their intense colognes. Now, there has been some popular beliefs that Jo Malone doesn't last. Not in my opinion. I have worn this in isolation, and there's another one in the clear bottle that I wear in isolation a lot, and it lasts on my skin. So maybe it's just my pheromones opposed to other people's pheromones, but it's very important that we get these things and try them for ourselves. But this right here definitely holds the #2 spot for spring and summer. All right, the next one that holds the #2 spot is none other than Mer and Tonka. All right, so this is Jo Malone, Mer and Tonka. And honestly, you guys, when I purchased this last year in the summertime, and I wore it. And I got tons of compliments on it. So it is a little bit strong for me to wear in the summer months. But it's a really pretty fragrance. And when I wear it in the winter months, I'm just vibing off myself the majority of the day because it smells so good. So let's talk about the fragrance notes in Mer and Tonka. Mer and Tonka has top notes of lavender, hard notes of myrrh, and the base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, and almond. Let's talk about the main accords. The main accords are vanilla, amber, sweet, aromatic, warm, spicy, balsamic, almond, and lavender. This is definitely a aromatic, woody, spicy. Now, a lot of times we associate aromatic with, you know, the warmer months, spring, summer. This is one fragrance that I truly can say I can get that aromatic note in it. That's one of the notes that stands out the most. But this is definitely a warm, spicy note. If I had to categorize it, it is definitely an amber fragrance in my opinion. It is very beautiful. It is unisex. I think that it has a balance, and it doesn't lend more so to female or male. This is Mer and Tonka. And I forgot to mention to you that this is definitely for women. This is a women fragrance. All right, so summing it up down to #1. The #1 fragrance in my Jo Malone collection. My head is down because I'm looking for the notes. In my collection that I fell head over heels with when I first got it is Mimosa and Cardamom. All right, so this is the 3.4 full ounce Mimosa and Cardamom. The fragrance notes are cardamom. The heart notes are mimosa. The base notes are tonka. Very simplistic, you see. All right, so let's talk about the main accords. The main accords for Mimosa and Cardamom are yellow flowers, warm, spicy, powdery, sweet, aromatic, floral, vanilla, and amber. This is so fresh. If you like that soapy, sudsy fragrance, you would definitely love this. This is how I got this fragrance. Okay, you know, there was a lot of hype last year sometime, or year before last, whenever I bought it, about bubble bath, Replicas bubble bath. Went to the store to get it, and I'm like, it's just some ain't hitting with this the way I wanted to hit. It's almost like it had too much of a distinct type of flower note in it. And I'm talking about the bubble bath. And I sampled this, and this hit just the way it needed to hit. This is so good. I have did a fragrance cocktail with this that I really enjoy. If you are a female that like to wear fragrance to bed and you're looking for something to wear to bed, go get you some of this. Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom. This is so fresh. It has a floral scent, but it's not too florally for a female because it is unisex. I can very well see a gentleman getting off with this, getting away with it. It has the powdery aspect to it, the aromatic aspect, that soft amber scent. This is beautiful. Mimosa and Cardamom. So those are the 6 fragrances that I currently have in my collection. I do have 2 on the radar. One that I should be purchasing soon, but I probably won't because I purchased too much. But I did want to get the Sambac and Marigold for the summer. And there's another one that I want to get for the fall winter. And I want to say that it is ginger and amber, or amber ginger or something like that. I'll try to leave a picture of the 2 of them. But I do have those 2 on my next to buy wish list. So Jo Malone is a very nice house. I think that it's a house that you can find something for anyone, just as you would with my favorite house. What I do like about the Jo Malone, you're not limited to just the fragrance. You can get some of the body care products as well as the home care products. It puts me in the mindset of Les Labos, because Les Labos is set up the same way. So that's all I have in my Jo Malone collection. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel, and do not forget, you are great. Bye-bye.